Hey everyone, welcome to the Coding Zoo. If this is a Hi Jai. If this is your first time joining, my name is Shane, and this is the JavaScript building block series. We are on lesson number 25. We are going to learn about the spread operator. So we covered it a little bit in a previous lesson. We're going to go a little bit more in depth in this lesson. Hope that interests you. It's pretty neat stuff. It's ES6 or ES5. I get it mixed up. It's a new operator. So hope that interests you. If it does, hey, stick around. We're going to jump right in. All right, hey, so let's go ahead and get started. On my screen here, I have some code that I commented out. I went ahead and prepared the code ahead of time so we could go through this quicker. I definitely recommend, though, that you actually type the code and pause the video and type it as I go over the code. That way you get used to actually using the operator. So you want to play with it and get used to it. That way it'll stick in your mind. If you don't have time for that, hey, as usual, check out thecodingzoo.com. We usually will have the files out there for download within a week or two of this video being published. And you might see my daughter running back and forth, but that's okay because we are busy at the Coding Zoo. It is a busy time. We're all at our desks doing some work. Okay. All right. So, hey, let's go ahead and get started. So what is the spread operator? So the spread operator is basically a dot, dot, dot. It is a way to expand arrays or object properties in place where 0 or more elements or arguments are expected. Here, it's easier to show you. Let me show you real quick. So on my screen, I have this apple array. I've got let apples equals Red Delicious and Granny Smith. I'm going to go ahead and print it out real quick. Save it, click refresh. Okay, so it printed out Red Delicious Granny Smith apples. Go back to here. Okay, so we printed out this apples array. Let's go ahead and let's create an array called fruit. So we want to create an array called fruit. We're going to use an array little. We're going to define the array right here. We pass in the orange, we spread the apples, and we pass in the banana. We create our fruit array. So we create our fruit array. I'm going to print out the fruit array right here. I'm going to press Control S to save. Click refresh, and there we go. So I have, here's my apples array. It's still not affected. Here's my orange, Red Delicious, Granny Smith, banana fruit array. So I was able to actually create a new array using an array literal by spreading this apples array. So I basically am telling the apples array, hey, spread out and insert yourself into this array literal. Okay, so what if I want to copy an array? How would I do that? Okay, so here's an example of copying an array. So I have a fruit basket variable. I'm going to spread the fruit array into a new array. And then I'm going to push a tangerine onto the fruit basket. And I'm going to write out the original fruit array to make sure it hasn't changed. And then I'm going to write out the fruit basket array to make sure it indeed is a copy and has a new fruit on it. Control S to save. All right, so here's my fruit array. Orange, Red Delicious, Granny Smith, and banana. And here's my fruit basket array. I have orange, Red Delicious, Granny Smith, banana, and tangerine on the end. So I was able to copy this array and add fruit to it and then print it out. So it's a quick way of copying your array or even an object. So let's do that. How about we copy an object real quick? How about that? So let's do another basket. I'm going to call it basket. Let basket equals, hey Nicholas. Let's say apple, red, delicious. Okay, banana. What's a kind of banana, kids? Plankton? I think it's a kind of banana. I forget. Okay, so I have this basket object. It has an apple property and a banana property. Let's see if we can write it out. Basket dot apple. So let's create a new variable. I don't want to change my basket object. I want it to be immutable. In other words, it can't change it. I want to create a new object and put new values there. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to create a food basket. And I want pizza with pepperoni. And I want the other basket to be copied into there. Okay. All right, let's write some of that out. Okay, I want to write out pizza since that's a new item. And whoops, I did it wrong. It's food basket, food basket, food basket, food basket. And let's write out banana. So if this worked correctly, my basket is not affected. It hasn't changed, and I have a new object called food basket, and it has the properties from the original basket object. Let's go ahead and write out the food basket too to make sure it hasn't changed. All right, let's try that. Let's see if I have any errors. Fruit, red delicious. I have an error. Reference bucket is not defined. Well, you know, I probably mistyped something. Let's go back. Food bucket. Okay, let's change that real quick. That's not the bug, but it's still a little off. All right, let's change that bucket to basket. Save. Got to find those bugs. All right, click refresh. There we go. So here's the item from my food bucket. It has pepperoni, it has red delicious, and it has a plankton. Here's my original basket. It has apple, red delicious, banana, plankton. As you can see, my new basket, I need to fix that, has pepperoni in it, whereas the fruit one does not have the pepperoni. Let's make it a little bit clearer. First, let me fix that typo. And let me go ahead and write out, let me turn the whole object into a string using JSON stringify. Let's write that out to be a little bit clearer. There we go. So I'm going to save it, click refresh. There we go. All right, so here's apple, red delicious, banana, and plankton. Red delicious I can't spell. And here's my new basket. It has pizza in it, and the apple and banana. So there you go. You can actually spread an array to create new arrays. You can spread an object to create new objects. So this is the spreading syntax. Very simple, very easy to use. All right, so let's look at this last example. For today's lesson, I have a food array, and I have an arrow function called eat. Now eat takes in 3 parameters: appetizer, main course, and vegetable. And it just so happens my array actually has those things in that order. Of course, I don't want to pass in all of these values in the array. I don't want the desserts. I just want to pass in the appetizer, main course, and vegetable. And then I'm going to write those items out. So what I can do is I can call eat, and I can spread the array. And it's going to take since there's 3 parameters, it's going to take the first 3 parameters from the array. So if this works correctly, you should see salad and steak and corn printed out. Let me add a line up here so I can separate the previous example. Save, click refresh, and there we go. So I'm eating an appetizer salad, steak, and corn. So I was able to take the first 3 values and put it into those 3 parameters in that function to spread them out. So that's the spread operator. Very simple. You're basically spreading out an array or object properties to create something else, another array or object properties, or to pass into a function that takes multiple parameters instead of 1. Very simple, easy syntax. Love this syntax. Use it all over the place. Hey, so that's it for spreading. Very simple, very easy to use. I use it all over the place. Love the spread operator. It's awesome. In the next lesson, we are going to cover destructuring. So basically, destructuring uses the same operator. It looks the same, rather. It's not spreading. It's called destructuring. So we'll go over that in the next lesson, and we'll also go over how to use the rest parameter. I hope that interests you. If so, hey, click the subscribe button so you'll know when the next lesson comes out, and click the alert bell. If you liked this video, hey, click the like button. If you didn't, click dislike. We hope to see you next time. Have a great week.